Going to New York is unique. I haven't been there. Flying, I've been there as a visitor of the city, but I've never flown to New York. So it's an interesting challenge, quite fascinating, and I feel honored to do that for Kenya Airways.
So when did you learn that you are the one to fly the plane to New York?
I learned that probably a month ago. I did not learn that I would be the one, but I was proposed to be the first one to fly to JFK. The main reason was because I'm the most senior pilot in Kenya Airways today. I'm number one in seniority. I've been in Kenya Airways for quite a long time. I've been there since 1978. That will make it about 41, going to 42 years. And yeah, I should be retiring very, very shortly in another few months. And I think the company thought probably it's a good idea if they send their most senior pilot to USA.
How many pilots will be on this inaugural flight to New York, and what will be your role exactly?
In the cockpit will be 4 pilots. You'll be having 2 captains and 2 co-pilots. I'll be the captain to take off the aircraft from Nairobi to the cruising level. Then the other captain and his co-pilot will take over and they'll do the cruise part of the flight. Then I come back and my co-pilot about 2 hours before landing so that we can prepare for landing. So that the flight is my flight. It's only that I need somebody to help me with the cruise part so that I can have time to rest in preparation for landing. We have about 2 days rest. Then we do KQ 003 on the return. We get there when we leave here. We'll get there on Monday. We leave there on Wednesday, be here on Thursday.
So flying into an airport you've never been to, have you been trained for this or you're just gonna fly?
We started preparing for this flight a long, long time ago. The minute it was announced, that was actually my job to train people on how to go to JFK Airport. Much as I've never been there, we do a dummy route, and then following the procedure that you use at all airports, I've been now exposing my pilots to different scenarios at JFK. Much as I've never been there, we can bring the airport to the simulator. The simulator is a tool that has got more information than the aircraft that you're using. For example, I'll give you the Dreamliner has got the global database. It's got whatever you have anywhere, it has it. You build a mast somewhere, it is on the database. It has got the hills, Mount Kenya, everywhere. But now the simulator is many steps ahead of that because it encompasses the Dreamliner, plus now the information the Dreamliner has, plus the fact that it can take you to any place in the world at a press of a button. So if it is New York, for example, we have done approaches in New York, creating scenarios in New York, doing approaches on different runways for everybody who has been in training in the last 6 months. Yeah, I've been doing that.
And who are some of the most powerful people you've flown?
I have flown President Moi many times, flew him to Belgrade. That one, when Yugoslavia was one unit, 707. And
that was through Kenya Airways?
Yeah, with the 707. That was a long time ago. Then I flew him to Beijing, and then I flew him to Auckland, if you remember the Auckland, the famous, the famous Auckland. Took him to Auckland, and yeah, probably the crowning of my flight, I flew the Pope when he came to Nairobi. It was an extraordinary thing he did, Pope John Paul II, because all the time the popes fly Alitalia. And Pope John Paul II decided to break the mold, so he decided to go. He was doing an African tour, so he flew from Rome to Nigeria with Alitalia. From Nigeria, Lagos to South Africa with Nigeria Airways. There was Nigeria Airways a long time ago. And then from South Africa, he flew South African Airlines to Nairobi. And now from Nairobi, I was lucky to take him back home. I have flown 25,000 hours actual flying, and that's a lot. And I have trained for over 15,000 hours away from flying in the simulator. So that will be probably, what, 25, 15, that will be about 40,000. I was 21 when I started flying, and I'm 65 now. Will be 65 in the next 3 months.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm.